So which one am I going to put on top, the oil or the water?
Water.
I'm going to put the water on top. So it's a bit of a tricky experiment, this. It can easily go wrong. So I've used a bit of laminated card there. And this is the tricky bit. This is one you can do at home. You can do it with glass or something, right? And then check this out. And then...
the oil's going to go on top of it.
Oh. Then turn it over and keep doing it again and again and again.
That's insane, isn't it? And that oil, look how clear it is, really. That's so cool. What would happen if, okay, let me move this to there. Right, what would happen if I put a bit of washing up liquid in there and then did the whole thing again?
It's gonna mix.
I'm gonna get an emulsion.
Bubbles.
I'm gonna get, just like we talked about, remember like the washing up liquid is like your bile in essence. It's gonna break up all the fat droplets. So I put it in.
I think the
So put it in
oil.
there, it's gonna spill, isn't
The
it?
oil.
I'll stick it in the oil.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it over again and we'll see.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool, isn't it? This is the water, so I'm gonna put that on the top. This is gonna get a mess.
Oh no.
Does anybody want to be my glamorous assistant?
Me.
Stefan.
Zoom on that.
Thought so.
It's nice, isn't it?
It'll be a bottle when I throw it on you.
But this is all stuff you've got at home, right? You could do this at home. So now, if we hadn't have added that washing up liquid, we would have just got.
No. Pull it.
Stefan.
Yeah, pull it.
I feel fine.
So what you can do is
Aye.
you can take one of these.
Miss, should I turn the video off?
So what did we just do with the washing up liquid? What was the point of that? Well, the washing up liquid modelled what bile does in your digestive system. So normally when you take in fat, you have big massive lumps of it like this, and the surface area to volume ratio is actually too small. Enzymes can't get into this middle bit here. So what your bile does, the bile neutralises the acidity of what's come through from the stomach. Then what it does is it emulsifies these large droplets of fat. Now what that means is it creates all these smaller blobs of fat. These are actually called micelles. And you haven't actually digested the fat molecule. Let's remember that a fat molecule is made of glycerol and 3 fatty acids. They still exist. The fatty acids don't like water. This one is the glycerol, and that will mix with water. So how they are orientated inside here is the fatty acids, tails point in, and the glycerol heads point out. So those molecules are still actually there. Glycerol head, 3 fatty acid tails. They are still there. They're just in smaller blobs called micelles, which then give a larger surface area for the action of lipase to get in there and break that down, break the molecule down into the fatty acid and the glycerol. So in essence, this whole process is called emulsification. We have emulsified the large fat droplets, and what we end up with is an emulsion, and that's exactly what you saw when we had the mixture with the washing up liquid all the way through. There were tiny fat droplets, and that is why it did not clear.